Now listening to the In My Opinion podcast, the home of edutainment, brought to you by Sakali, DTM, and Uzuma. So get your drinks, snacks, relax, and enjoy.
Yo, come on, you already know what it is. We're back again.
Yep.
It's the In My Opinion podcast, and we've got a very exciting, informative episode for you today.
Don't we always?
I'm going to waste your time by introducing myself because I'm sure you should know us already, but if you don't know, I am Melinda the Fourth, aka Sukali, aka Sukali Longo to be.
Okay. DT don't talk, just listen, aka designated driver.
It's your boy Uzoma Odumegu Ojuku.
Hey!
You went all the way back. I like that one. I like that one. Ojuku. Serious
I like this.
Warrior. Warlord. I've come with war today.
Warlord?
Ojuku. Yeah, don't worry, man.
Banang.
You get to know, don't worry.
We don't condone such warlords here.
No, the name is very
Like
strong.
Oh, why do you say warlord, fam?
Is warlord a bad thing?
Anyway. Listen, we got special guests in the building today. To my left, we have Fassah.
Yeah, so my name is Fassah Speaks, aka Bala Fassah, aka Blessed and Highly Flavored, aka Blessed and Highly Adored, aka Informal Historian, aka I could have been late, but I wasn't.
Mister, I will think of something. Wow. Jesus.
I feel like we need to redo ours.
Yeah.
He said, AKA, what? The most flavoursome?
Highly
Blessed
favored.
and Highly Flavored.
Highly flavoured.
Jeez.
Wow. So for us, we're just what? Unseasoned.
I don't even know.
We have seasoning, but not as
much as
you,
this.
so-
Now, that was a sick
That's
intro,
dope.
bro.
I like that.
We'll discuss that one.
Yeah.
And then to my right, we got the none other than the legendary
Come on.
Mama Banks.
Come on.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me here. I'm so glad that I'm here. I watch you guys all the time. I love your content.
Oh, thank you.
So it's a pleasure to be here. And for the audience, my name is Cleopatra. And since everyone's doing my name is Cleopatra. That's my first name. And yes, Cleopatra is an African name. Before people start debating, but how come? Yes, it's African. Okay. Yeah. So we leave that one aside. Anyway, and my Ugandan name is Akulu.
Akulu.
That's
Meaning.
my little name. Kakulu means a spring well, so the spring well that gives life.
Oh,
Wow.
Powerful name.
Yeah.
Very powerful. I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it. So yeah.
You look it. Yes,
thank you.
powerful, man.
Anyone calls you that? Does anyone call you that?
Oh
name?
yes, my mom, my sisters, they all know that's my name. So,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
sometimes you need to say Akulu.
You know it's someone definitely that knows you when you hear it.
Yes. And my dad's people who are from the north of Uganda, he's Luo, Acholi, and Lao. So they would refer to me as a Kulu. But they also love my name, Cleopatra, because it's African as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, so
Nice.
but my dad would call me that quite often.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
nice.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're most
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you.
Fassah, since we're talking ethnicities, where are you from?
I am from Sierra Leone. Salon boy. I'm from to be fair, I'm from Sierra Leone and Guinea. Guinea Conakry, the French.
Yeah,
the one that Paul Pogba's from. Yeah. So on my mum's side, but her family they ended up in Sierra Leone. So she's mixed, but they ended up in Sierra Leone.
Nice.
It's good you know that, though. It's good you know that. Well, yeah, we're happy to have you guys on. We got a really good episode, very informative. But before we get too serious, we thought we'd do a quick icebreaker, break the ice, make everyone comfortable. So our head icebreaker is over there.
Now, head eyes.
I'm going to bring the ice. Okay.
Yes, he's the one that makes us comfortable.
Breaker of ice.
Breaker of ice.
Nothing too much. Something light, you know. There's my nose.
Come on.
Okay. As we proceed, so the first question I've got for you guys is, would you rather always be 2 hours early or 20 minutes late?
2 hours,
2 hours early or 20 minutes late?
Nice.
Oh, that's a peak one. You killed me with that one. No, you know why? Because you could be late for good reason.
So you rather be 2 hours
2
late?
hours.
No, I'm black.
You've lost that job.
2 hours early. I don't want to perpetuate the stereotype. I'll say 2 hours early.
Or 20 minutes late?
2 hours early. 2 hours early.
I don't know, mama.
That's a long time, you know.
2 hours.
What say you?
Well,
with your busy schedule.
very tricky topic. I would love to be 2 hours early. I would love to in any ideal situation, right? Because, you know, you can sit, you can read, check emails. There's always something to do.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's
we
a good
live in
point.
such a busy world.
That's true.
Everyone's always busy. So there's always something to do in those 2 hours. But in reality, it's difficult. That's all I can say.
It's not practical.
It's not
It's
practical.
not practical. I hate being late, man. That's the issue. It does
you're
something
always
to
late.
myself. That's a lie. That is a lie. That's a stereotype that's
You're
been
always late.
perpetuated on
You're always late.
Mulinde. It is a lie.
He's on camera.
It is a lie.
There's a content that we did that you was literally late into the content and you was arguing as well.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't my fault. That was traffic. But no, I think I've got to be 20 minutes late. I'm sorry. 2 hours early, Mum. I'm so sorry, but I can't.
Please don't apologize.
Yeah, I
because, to be honest, I am not. Being on time is very difficult for me. But I have a theory about it. But let's leave that to one side.
I think it's more depending on the occasion.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If it's like a
job.
job interview, you must.
This is like a career. This is like a
if it's a
career
job
job interview.
Yeah, you have to be there 2 hours early.
The 2 hours.
What about a flight though?
Oh,
Yeah,
always.
2 hours
2
early.
hours early.
Oh, you're right.
So you see, my dad went Sierra Leone yesterday. He left the house at 11 p.m.
And what time
The
was the
flight
flight?
was at 6 p.m. the next day.
Where did he go?
But to be honest, I can't really laugh at that because that was my situation when I was coming to the UK.
What do you mean?
The flight was at, you know, the late flight at 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Yeah.
We was at that airport by 12 noon.
12 noon.
Wow. No enemy will stop this thing today. We were there. Bro, we had lunch in the airport.
You know, basically worked for them for that day.
Probably help clean up,
Yeah.
set the
So
table.
I can't even lie. That's not even that bad. That's
You
not
know,
that
my
bad.
mom's like that. My mom does not like being late. Don't
Yeah.
talk about if me and her are traveling together. My mom is going to be on me because if she's going to the airport, 2 hours minimum, she's there. She will be there because she doesn't like to rush. She likes everything.
Take the time.
Yeah, so she will prepare herself very, very well. And if she says she's calling the taxi at this time, that's when she's calling the taxi. If you're not ready, my
That's
friend,
your own.
That's your business.
you make your own way there. And it makes sense because when you rush, and I know from the experience of being late, when you're rushing, so much is going on. You're flustered, you forget things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
with
your
you.
heart is racing. It's like, why?
That's true.
I'm with you.
Okay, moving on to the next one. Who is your favorite travel buddy or group? Do you have a favorite travel buddy?
Does it have to be like family members, friends?
Anyone that you just enjoy traveling with?
This is to our guest though.
Yeah, by the way.
You know what? Yeah, I'll say my boy Peter.
Peter.
Shout out
The,
Peter.
the reason why, because
Peter.
the thing is, I have such dark humor. And he's the only person that can match my level of dark humor. Yeah.
I hear it.
So, yeah.
Because sometimes when you're around people that have dark humor, they say a joke and you're like, bro, is everything okay at home? So you're right, you need to find someone that matches. Yeah. What of you, mom?
And then me, I'm very close with my family, my children and my friends. So it can be
Any of them. You don't want to start a civil war by picking one.
I feel like
Start trouble
there's politics being played.
you know. But
Yeah.
generally, you know, I can travel any one of my family members, and yeah, it will be cracking joke all the way.
That's it, man.
I feel like I just started a civil war still.
No, I'm similar, bro. Anywhere is a vibe. Me, as long as I'm at that airport, I don't care who I'm flying with. I'm having a good time.
Even
I don't
me.
Yeah?
Even me, we have
Bro, do we not have a good time?
But
Yeah?
we do.
Exactly.
We do.
So I don't mind flying with anyone, man. I'm easy. I don't have faith. What about you?
I don't travel much.
What do you mean?
I don't travel much.
That is going to change very soon, my
Very
brother.
soon, my boy.
Praise God. Praise God.
How about you, Sukali? Let's not leave you
No.
alone.
For me, it's my brother Richard, man.
Oh,
I love traveling with him.
yeah.
I don't pay for nothing. He always
Makes
covers me.
sense.
Nah,
You get flued out.
yeah, I get. He always
You get
flies
flued
me out.
out.
He upgrades me to business.
Imagine this.
Yes, anything I want. Literally, it's like I'm a bad bee.
I think he's my favorite too, you know.
Yeah, nah, my brother really takes care of me. I love traveling with him.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is if you could live in a different country for a year, which country would you choose
I like this one.
for a year?
For years.
Fassa, this one will be tough for you.
I know, you know so many
Oh, I'm
countries.
telling you.
I did tell you. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know.
See, it's tough for you, though.
No, I'm thinking of electricity.
That's a good point,
That is
though.
a very good
It's a
point.
necessity.
Because you know how it is to be in a dark compound, bro. It's not fun.
I've been there. What do you mean?
We've all been there.
Oh, it's not fun, man. Let me for a year. Senegal.
Senegal. Ooh,
Have
okay.
you been?
No, never.
But
Well, my boy lives there,
okay.
and he's always telling me about it. So
Senegal. Interesting.
Senegal.
What have you, man?
I would really love to live in Tanzania.
Everyone says this.
Zanzibar.
Yeah.
To be precise,
By the way,
because the beach and the water.
you wouldn't even need electricity.
Ochtegera,
Just
you
be
just
one with the world.
every day, just be there talking to the ancestors and finding
Wow.
out. Yeah,
I need to
I'd
go
love
to this
that.
place, man. I've heard
Yeah,
enough.
it is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard enough now, yeah.
Everyone says it, yeah?
Everyone, I've heard it.
Yeah.
I think
Must
there's
go.
something spiritual even about that place.
Zanzibar.
So yeah. That would
Right.
be-
For me, it's Mombasa, man.
Oh, this guy.
No, because
this
listen, I went
guy.
Mombasa, Diani Beach.
Listen. Hey.
That place is surreal. It's similar to Zanzibar.
Yes,
Similar to
yes.
Zanzibar.
Is that the coast?
Listen.
Isn't it?
Yeah, on the coast. The Maasai are there. They're walking on. It's beautiful.
You know
Beautiful.
what's
Mombasa, Kenya.
crazy? You got me on that one, you know, because I
Same,
was
yeah?
actually thinking about
Yeah,
that.
because you've been there as well.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but
How's your experience?
same. It was dope, man. On the beach, like everything, and it was crazy. It was something else. But I'd say for a year. Might be Zimbabwe though.
Oh, Zimbabwe.
Yeah, because I went to. Oh, you're gonna kill me.
Harare?
I'm trying to remember. No, Harare. We actually done the drive to the mountains.
Oh, was that? Is it Victoria Falls? Is that in?
No. So Victoria Falls is kind of like in the middle of South Africa, Zambia, I believe. Like you got to drive. It's out of. It's not in Zim, but it's not far. But that's not where we went. We went to another mountain. Oh my goodness, I forgot what it's called now. But it is like it's one of the craziest time I've ever had. Because apparently, so there's like a forest, but they talk about like you can't curse or say anything bad about. Because otherwise, people have disappeared. You know, they've got those places you go to and they've got all these stories about it. So just make sure you're saying nice things and da. But I remember this is a crazy time. I was driving and then I was just saying, this place is weird, man. What is this place? We just keep driving. I promise you.
You disappeared.
We was meant to go to like the zoo, like to see, and then there's meant to be like one of these sort of like wonders of the world because it's like mountains, but you can see down and we got like a zip line in, which is mad deep. It's crazy, and it's got mad waterfall. So it's meant to take us about an hour and a half to get there, but we drove for 5-6 hours, bro.
Wow.
And like we was just driving. Oh, we're gonna get there. This is route. We're gonna get there. We just kept driving, bro. Yeah, until we start to get to, and you were seeing people that are farming. And they say hello, they'll wave at you. Literally, one of those kind of places, they'll stop and they'll wave. You drive, and then eventually we stop seeing people, bro. We just driving and driving. Next thing, all we could see is just deep mountains of green. We had to, bro, it was crazy.
So because you called it weird.
So for us, when we never thought nothing of it. But we eventually we found the place we was going. We done everything. Then we got back. So at night when we was talking to the granddad now, and then he was like. Then he was telling us that story, right, about all of that. It's called Yanga. That's it. It's called Yanga. So we was telling us the story of how people go missing when they say bad things. Then we looked at each other like,
Oh my God.
yo, did we almost get lost?
Did we go missing?
Yeah, like crazy. But It was mad. The things like it was surreal.
And that's what you want to return to for a year.
No, because other than that, obviously, other than that, but even that in itself was an experience on its own. Like, because bro, trust me, it was dope. It was eye opening for me. So definitely, I'll do that again, 100%. Okay. I feel like I went all the way on the tangent on that one.
That's
okay.
you, well,
that's a good one, by the way. I like that.
That's all I got.
That's
you're not gonna say your country?
Oh, my travel palette is not a lot. My travel palette.
But I'm sure you would have thought, when I start traveling, I got somewhere, man. You don't think about it, do you? Wow.
Someone like me will end up in Houston, Texas. I will finish up there.
You're silly.
I think it comes with the more you travel, then obviously your mind widens and then you're like, okay, I like this, I like that. So
our brother Uzi don't like traveling. Please.
What do you mean?
Tell him. He needs to start traveling more.
Why do you like traveling?
I don't know what he's talking about, my guy. What are you talking about?
So, Carly, am I lying?
I don't doubt what DT's saying, but we're hoping for change.
We're hoping for change.
Exactly. Hopefully we can put in a petition.
But maybe what some of the travel documentaries by Black people, where they go to, you know. But also like all the different places in Africa, like, is amazing.
Beautiful, man.
Don't you want to see, like, for example, the gorillas in Uganda? You know, go to the mountain. They've got snow there. You can go skiing.
What in where?
In Uganda.
Really?
Yeah. When's
God, never said none of this.
Because I don't want to ski, but if you want to, I can show you that.
Never mentioned it.
Yeah, it's not.
So,
yeah.
you can,
hopefully.
And then Congo is amazing. I mean, I've never been, but I've seen like videos and stuff like that. So
nice.
You know,
Definitely, yeah.
Explore.
Okay, so the ice is broken, so I hope we're a bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You said you watched the podcast, so you see we do dilemmas.
Yes.
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 So we're hoping to do one today.
Okay.
To get you and Fassah's opinions before we move on to our next segment.
We have segments here.
Yeah, we're over segmenting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll try to make this very quick, but it's very wild. I think my father has given my mum chlamydia. I am the only child of my parents, and although I am my dad's junior, I am my mummy's boy. My mum means everything to me. So sweet. Now, one day, an STI kit came in the post with my name on it. I'm sure you man can relate. As a black boy living at home, my mum opens all my letters. So she was going off as she's very spiritual and doesn't believe in sex before marriage. But I was adamant I did not order the kit and didn't think anything of it. As I am in college, I just thought the STI clinic sent it as part of some safe sex campaign. My dad also backed my argument and intervened on my behalf and managed to calm my mum down to settle the situation, and he got rid of the package. I ain't heard that for a while. Settle. A few weeks passed and another STI test was sent. But luckily this time round, I got to the parcel before my mum. Before my mum did, but I was proper confused as I did not order this kit, and the letter starts off with, "Thank you for ordering this kit." My dad was in the kitchen, so I told him about it. He asked to see the parcel and kind of played it down and said it must be a mistake and said he would get rid of it before my mum comes home and sees it. Are you with me?
Yes.
Now, I got suspicious because he was moving a bit mad. So I had to dig deeper. So I made an excuse about needing to use his phone. I checked his messages and email and found messages of him talking to different women. And I also found he ordered and used the first test and it came back positive, chlamydia. And I'm guessing the second test was to check if it had cleared up. Bro, my hands were trembling. I believe this guy is cheating on my mother and I don't know what to do. What if he's given my mum an STI and he hasn't told her? I'm so close with my dad, but I'm even closer with my mum, and I know this will break her. My mum is in her 60s, my dad is in his late 40s. So I'm worried it's too late for her to find someone else. If I told her what happened, what should I do?
Chineke. This one is serious.
That dilemma is layered of problems. I don't even know where to begin.
He said layered. Mama, should we start with you?
Wow. Ranang.
She said
This one is
bandang.
heavy.
You people thought I was the only one that said bandang. You see?
Conundrum.
So,
She said,
I think that he should. See, okay, if he tells his mum, there's a possibility she's going to kick off because she's going to be upset naturally.
Of course.
Right? But then if he doesn't tell her, he also has to live with the guilt in case of anything that he didn't tell her. And he loves her so much as he has expressed. I think he should tell her. I think he should sit with her and say, sit with her and say, look, Mum, there's something I really need to tell you, but you have to promise me A, B, C, and D. You know them ones?
Yeah.
Because he can't just say, Mum, this is bum, bum, bum. No, he has to say, Mum, but you have to promise me this, that. Then they come to an agreement. Now they've entered into a contract.
A business.
Once they enter into the contract, now she cannot,
Break
she cannot
it.
go back and break it because she's agreed. And then they take it from there.
so what does the promise look like? So what is she promising him?
Not to tell dad, is it?
Like, I'm not going to react, or what is it?
I think not reacting in a way that will put him in trouble, right?
Okay.
And also going about it in a clever way so she can actually find out without actually putting him in the light. Do you see what I'm saying? Because she can do that.
She can.
Very easily. Do you know what I mean? And the dad will never have to know that. And if he goes to the son and says, did mom say me? I don't know. I have no idea.
So it's like an informant. So it's
Well,
In a way. In a way.
We don't want to use those terminologies. But mom has to do it in a clever way that will not, because then in the future, if he needs to tell mom something and dad knows that this cowboy,
This cowboy.
he loves his mom so much, he's going to go and tell her.
Yeah.
So he'll start hiding, But now, when he doesn't know, the boy,
Told him.
you understand, he's a spy.
Hey, for the mum. The mum needs to play it
Also,
smart.
spy is the word. Spy.
So he will be doing his nonsense still because he's going to be careless.
Yeah.
The boy's not going to say anything. Kumbe.
See why women are smarter than men. They don't
There
play
you
their
go.
hand. Don't show your hand,
Yeah.
basically.
And you don't go shouting, "Hey, you, what?
No.
You just do it in such a way, then you say, okay, you know how you're going to deal with it.
Fassah.
You know how I'll deal with this situation? Because I was thinking carefully. And there's no careful way of doing that. So what I will do, I'll have to pressure my dad. I'll say, if you don't tell her, I'll
Boom.
tell her.
That's
Then
it.
I'll say I'm giving you 37
Yes.
hours.
37.
I'll even shorten it.
You read my mind. He read my mind.
That's also a good one.
That is
read
a
my
good
mind.
one. 37 hours.
Yeah, man.
And
To
if he
come
does-
clean.
Yeah.
And if he
Otherwise-
doesn't? If he doesn't?
I'll tell her. I don't care. I'm telling her.
In a nice way, like Mama has said, or you just lay it like that, bang?
If I'm being... I'm just going to have to say it how it is, man.
How it is, fair enough.
I'm going to have to, because she's going to know eventually. And who would she rather hear it from?
True.
But how is she going to know? Because for all you know, she doesn't have anything.
What if the husband has told his friends? Then what if it comes back to her via the friends?
No, but I think even with that way that you're talking about, if he really cares about you as his son, he should just hold that L, because he shouldn't put that burden on you to have to be, because now you found out.
Yeah.
You know, I found out now. Clearly, that's my mum. I love her. Yes, I got respect for you as my dad, but you need to make this right. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it's for him to now be like, oh, I'm not gonna. It shouldn't. If he really cares about you, because if not, then you are within your right to go and tell her. Because why should I? I've already given you the heads up.
I'm setting a time on my phone.
Yeah, do you know?
He's not
like an
budging.
alarm.
Is this worthy of breaking a home though?
It's wherever you stay.
Like, as in split up completely.
And yeah, go on. No.
Sorry, I was just going to say that. Well, that's why I was trying to come from a diplomatic.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Because of the risk that it comes with. But you know what? Sometimes, even if you're diplomatic, it's still possible for it
breaks
to
the
break
house.
up.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's going to be a risk either way. But I understand that standpoint as well, because I can just imagine if it was me, even though I'm talking about
I was gonna, yeah.
in his shoes, if it was me
It's done.
I would confront my dad and say, Sebo,
Yeah.
hey, you better do the right thing. Otherwise, we're all going to fight in this house.
The whole house will burn down.
The whole house will burn down.
Yeah.
So, you know, but sometimes it's good to try and be calm about things because you want to be very calculated. But it's a risk. You can never tell. This way might work. This way might not work. Who knows?
Because it's mad though. Mommy, you have chlamydia. It's mad.
Yeah, and
No,
it's
you
a very
can't drop
serious
it.
thing.
You can't drop it like that.
You know.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he was positive, she's definitely gonna have it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But then again, remember the age difference.
Yeah.
Mum is in her 60s. Dad's in her 40s. By the way, so it
They
look
might
like-
not be frequenting.
Yeah, they might not.
Be frequenting. That's the thing.
Well, yeah,
I don't know.
But that's an assumption.
That's an assumption.
Yeah.
Maybe she got a young boy
60,
for that purpose.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
She must be very active.
By the way.
because-
By the way.
What say you,
And
Sukali?
60 is young anyway.
By the way, 60 is very
Exactly.
young. For me, it's like, obviously you might know I've told you the story before, because when it happened with my dad, he was overplaying, and then I got angry at my stepmom and I told her that my dad's cheating on you, and then I got beats for it from both of them. and they stayed together. So I feel like it's indoctrinated within us as Ugandans, even as Africans. You don't get involved in your
grown-up
parents-
business.
your grown-up business. So I feel like because it's in me, I probably wouldn't say nothing to either of them. Yeah, I mean, but then maybe that's because I haven't grown up with my mum. I didn't. Maybe that's why I don't have that.
You don't have that love.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I would like to just stay because I got beats for it and sent to the village.
That's
And sent to the village.
Yeah, I have trauma. So now I just like to handle my,
Stay in your corner.
The most I might do, I might slip mum as a little letter or something, a little note. Check daddy's.
Well, like you wouldn't tell this is your handwriting.
Yeah.
I was about to say, this is your handwriting.
I don't know. But I'll be poised to stay out of it, because it won't end well. It will never end well. Even though you're innocent, somehow you become the issue.
Yeah.
Your mum could even turn on you for ruining her marriage.
If I can ask, like, if just an ask question to you, like, in what situation is that this conundrum here not breaking up the family? Do you, if for example, if it was you, would you be forgiven in this situation? 'Cause I thought I'd ask because it would be nice to get your opinion on that. What were your views on infidelity and stuff? Because I feel like in this current generation, like, it's like a big thing.
It is. It's
It's like it's almost like what do you want to call it?
leeway.
Yeah, leeway wherever it is. Is like, oh, coaching, bye is done.
Whereas in like our parents and judges, they withstood a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had higher tolerance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, they didn't have a choice really because patriarchy is a thing, right?
Right.
Okay, so for me, Rambi.
We are rattled, mama.
See, this is the thing. I first of all, the dad. I mean, the partner. Well, I'm talking about myself, right? Okay. First of all, him sharing, because when a man goes out and he sleeps with another woman, right? He's sharing my health with somebody else.
Facts.
Without my consent, without my permission.
Facts.
We didn't sit down and agree. That's what he's going to go out there and do. So now he's gone and he's put himself into something. Not only, there's other things other than chlamydia.
Yes.
Serious diseases.
Serious diseases.
Yeah.
You see? And then on top of that, even a baby could come out of it.
By the way,
So
And who
now,
wants that?
Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, if he's going to do that, then he's not putting me in.
At the forefront.
Exactly. I'm not
when you
being
break it down like
embarrassed,
that.
You see? And this is why it's very important for us to have discussions from the very beginning. What contract are we entering? We need to agree, this is how it's going to be. You're not sharing my health, I'm not sharing your health.
That's true.
But if you go and share my health, you've taken the risks, these are the consequences.
Come on.
Do you see? Right? So for me, I don't believe in this thing, because our parents took it, so we should take it. I'm not taking it.
You're not taking it. It's bye-bye.
Do you see? I'm not taking it. We're going to fight. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Right? Because things have changed now.
Yeah.
In our parents' day, they will tell you all sorts of things. You have to put up with it, what. But men have had a chance to listen to the experiences of women, what we go through when it happens to us, right? And understand that it's not a fair situation, you know, because this mindset, God created men to just go and drop their things all over the place. But a woman should just stay with that one man. Why?
By the way.
So you think it should be
Equal opportunities.
Equal opportunity.
It should be equal. If you want to be that kind of relationship where you're both open, then
Let it be open.
let it be open.
Let it be open.
Yeah, if you want it to be floodgates, let it be floodgates. Do you understand?
Yes, we understand.
But if you want, as a woman, you're going to be my only one, we're exclusive, then also your thing has to be exclusive. You can't be the community gundi for everybody, and then your wife is
Just there.
do you see what
Sitting
I'm saying?
duck.
Because if you want to go and eat oranges and then grapes and then bananas.
These are all healthy fruits.
But why
It flushes the system.
but why must your wife be at home eating grapes or bananas every day?
Every day.
And for you want to enjoy all of God's creation.
I love that
Your
one.
wife also has eyes. No?
By the way,
She can see.
she can
Oh
see
my
and taste
God.
buds to
Also,
taste.
she might have also how she might want to taste one or two.
Exotic fruits.
Some papayas.
It's patriarchy.
See?
My thing is here, because I've spoken to uncles here and I've heard them say some wild things. Because I don't know if it's, you see, like this generation, like where like we've got access to like healthcare, we've got all that stuff here. It's like, it's easy to get these things checked. So like back in the day, like what were they
Live
what
wire.
were they really doing?
Live wire.
I've had people say, yeah, like, oh, they just put these beads in their waist, they can never get anything. I'm thinking, like,
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've
yeah,
heard plastic bag.
like,
Plastic bag.
I've heard plastic bag.
yeah, but what were they doing back in the day?
No, but remember, we asked my dad that question. He said back in the day, they weren't really worried about disease.
Yeah, they
it was
weren't.
more pregnancy.
Wow.
That's why there was just bare kids.
No,
like,
you know what?
I don't think they had this amount of like
Diseases.
Yeah, like we have
But
now.
you know what,
So
every-
what was different then?
every
to
now and then, especially when I was growing up in my family or just in general, especially when talking to African people, you hear somebody say, "Oh, my uncle died. How did he die? He could have had AIDS. He didn't know."
True.
Because the culture of checking
Checking wasn't there.
of sexual health checks. It's not a thing over there. It's not normalized. In fact, a lot of the time it's actually you're scrutinized for it.
Yeah, especially back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. So a lot of them
Because
may have died.
imagine you're a young girl, you're trying to get checked. Then maybe your auntie works at the hospital. She's like, why are
you're
you here?
finished.
You say, oh,
She's gonna tell your mom. Your mom will.
finished,
I
yeah.
took the wrong turn. yeah.
entered the
That's a
wrong
good
building.
point.
Wow.
So what do we advise our brother? To
Yeah.
Yeah. Final advice.
I think it's general consensus. Well, obviously you're the one that says you mind your own business, but I think
everyone else says you should tell her.
he has two very good options. So you can either set a timer,
For 37 hours.
yes, or you make a deal with Mumsy.
I
And
think he definitely needs to tell her, man.
Yeah.
Because that's a serious thing, man.
Yeah, I think that you're right. That the chlamydia part is a bit.
Yeah, that's wild,
I feel
man.
like he needs to tell dad pattern up to be
Yeah,
fair.
it's
You're
a
right.
serious
you don't even
thing,
have
man.
enough respect to even protect yourself.
Do you know what I mean? I
That's
hate that.
wild.
Yeah,
It's very
that's the mad
selfish.
part,
And
yeah.
chlamydia can even cause infertility and all these things.
Facts.
Okay, to be fair, mum's 60, but still.
Still.
But what do you
Still.
mean? There's people 60-year-old giving birth. It happens.
True, probably IVF.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, true that. My brother, please
Tell
discuss with mama. Or give
For
daddy
sure.
the timer.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for answering this week's dilemma. Real quickly, before we get into the main event of the conversation, we just have one last segment. It's called...
Don't Google it. So
Don't Google it.
So this segment is just about asking some questions, and you guys as very smart, intelligent people that you, I'm sure this will be very easy for you guys. Just got a few questions, and yeah,
Don't worry,
and
you're
then-
okay, you're okay.
yeah. Obviously, viewers, listeners, you guys can participate as well in this one. Remember, don't Google it.
Don't
God is
Google
watching.
it. Don't Google it.
Google
That's
it.
Exactly. Let's see. Let me start. Name the year these 5 countries received their independence.
Hey, Mungo Ango.
Just the year, guys. Just the year. Just the year.
Manangai.
Yeah, Mama and guy. I like that one. So, number 1, the first country, Kenya. 2, Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
3, Nigeria.
Okay, another one.
4, Uganda.
Okay, we know our one.
5, Ghana.
Ghana 1957.
Yeah, that's on the statue. Actually.
Gee.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that one.
Nigeria 1960.
Gee, you got that one.
Zimbabwe 1973.
No,
I really want him to
It's
get
in the
it.
70s, though, I think.
no.
It's not.
No.
Oyeka Rhodesia would have been after. What's the other countries?
I love we're
Kenya.
we're all hinging on him.
Like, please.
Like, please.
save
Kenya,
us.
If you get 3, at least, if you get 3, listen, because I know, 5 might be a lot, but if you get 3,
Kenya, is that 61?
ooh, close.
I know Kenya was before Uganda, surely.
Okay, is it 62?
Now you're just going up a number, innit?
Nah, I think Kenya was 60.
You're very close,
it
though. You're
before
very,
Uganda?
very close.
I would have thought Kenya was before Uganda. Uganda's 62, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Kenya's 60, no?
No.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Has anyone got Nigeria?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
Nigeria.
What do you get?
960.
Yeah, boom. Yeah, that's right. So Kenya,
1960.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, them are not old.
Okay, I think we've
actually, Ghana is like they got us early, innit?
They were the first.
So do you guys thought
When did you say Ghana was it?
957.
57? Yeah,
I remember from the
quick.
statue.
Yeah. No, so I
Yeah,
can,
so Kenya,
to give you guys
Zimbabwe.
the Kenya and Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenya is 63. He's at 1 off. He's literally 1 off.
Interesting.
And then Zimbabwe is 1980.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're late.
they hung on to them lot for time.
Yeah, because I think that's when Mugabe.
Mugabe, yeah, that's when Mugabe started
Yeah,
moving
you're
mad.
right. Mugabe's a bit young. Oh, not young, but younger than the other.
80.
Okay. Oh, that was a good one.
This one be easy.
Okay, next one.
It's
yeah.
easier. Which African country has the strongest currency?
Ghana. No.
Are you mocking?
No, he's taking a,
It's not Nigeria, no.
No.
taking a piss. I thought this one would be
It's
easy.
probably like North Africa.
Yeah, it's North
somewhere, innit?
Africa. I feel like it's North Africa.
What's that place my man was from?
Is it Tunisia?
Ghana.
What's the currency?
Tunis? The
Dirham.
pound?
No, huh?
Did they use dirhams?
No. Dinner.
Dinner.
Dinar.
Yeah, Tunisian dinner.
Oh, is that strong?
Yeah,
Stronger
that's
than the
the strongest
rand.
African.
Wow.
Yeah, I know,
I
okay.
just knew it will be North Africa.
No, you lot are
See,
smart.
we're learning some stuff, isn't
We
it?
are. I
Yeah.
thought it was the rand.
Do you guys want more? Do you guys want more?
It's definitely not mine. It's definitely
One
not
more,
mine.
one
You know,
more,
Sierra
one
Leone,
more.
one pound
more.
is 19,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You want one more, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, this should be easy, though. Who was thought to be the richest person to ever live?
Oh.
We all know that.
Yeah, we all know that one.
I need the name of the
don't know.
country and then their name. Can I have the name, please?
Okay, I'll let Mama take it.
Mansa Musa. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what
He was
country?
from the region of Mali.
Boom. There you go. Lovely.
Come on.
That was lovely.
The richest man of all time,
Time.
to today.
To
yeah.
this day,
Nobody can match him.
Those
no
are my
one will
people,
ever
you know.
top him.
Yeah, is it? Oh, Mali.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
nice. The
We
kingdom
can
of
actually
Mali.
check
yeah.
that. Yeah, you see what I did there?
I see what you mean. Let's check it. Let's fact check.
Let's fact check. So, now we've done the games. I hope everyone's comfortable. I promise you guys we got a great episode in store for you today. Off the back of the George Floyd protest, there was an exchange on LBC between David Lammy and a racist. And the racist told him to go back to where he's from. So we decided, let's find out where we're really from. So we thought we'll do a DNA test to find out where each and every person's from in the world. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, Fassah has said he's related to Mansa Musa.
Yeah.
Those are his peoples. So I believe he should be the first person whose results we should check to
That
find
is
out
very true.
where he's really from.
Do you have your DNA
So
results?
can you bring your results here so we can overcheck them?
Yeah, let me just log in quickly.
Hopefully I'm related to Dangote.
You know, so you could go and claim.
Have you got that?
Me,
Yeah.
Femi, or $10?
You don't have to add through the browser.
Okay, does it work through the browser?
Yeah, it works.
Okay, while you're doing that, should we check someone else's first?
Do you want to check, man?
Yeah, okay, you bring your...
Let's get mine out of the way.
I'll give it to...
Did you
I
shut
got me
that?
app.
Yeah.
You closed it?
Yeah, open it.
20,
There
what
we
is
go.
it, 23 on me?
Why are
So
you looking?
all 4 of you have got your DNA test.
This guy.
Okay.
So pass me your one. No, actually, you gotta go round.
Who do I need to give my one to?
Okay, is the app open? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do DTs. I won't say your government name, but your government name is here. Mm-hmm. Your sample is 100% accurate. Mm-hmm. And you are Chinese. No, I'm joking.
I'm about to say this guy.
Wow.
You are 99.9% sub-Saharan African,
Okay.
particularly
We
West
need to be
Africa.
breaking this thing down.
Yeah,
What is Sub-Saharan? We need to know.
I'm breaking it down.
Sub-Saharan.
Particularly West African,
All right.
particularly Nigerian.
Come on.
You are from 9 states.
9 states.
The first one is Ogun State.
Ogun states. Ogun states.
Yeah. The next one is Delta,
Delta. Oh.
Anambra, Osun, Oyo, Imo, Kogi, Lagos. Yeah. And
I have
then
Imo,
Ondo.
my bro. No,
Yeah. Yeah. So that's your one. So is that you? Okay.
I downloaded it.
You can do mine. So yeah, read Uzi's.
Okay. So your own 2 is 100%. Yeah, this one, there's no denying.
So you
There's
click.
no
This
denying
one
that.
said
where it says-
100%
Yeah, click that.
West African.
Top one.
Uzi.
West African.
Yeah. Uzi is 100% West African.
Okay.
To be specific, 100% Nigerian.
Wow.
100%. It said from the Igbo people.
Igbo people.
Igbo people,
That's my
yes.
people.
Actually, hey, you have some Yoruba in you. Highly likely. I'm telling you, it said Yoruba people here. It said highly likely. You're here.
People like Owa
Is
too
it?
much. I'm not like that.
And you have some Edo, Ijo peoples as well.
I can
Ijo,
kind
I
of
don't know.
believe that.
Edo,
Edo,
Ijo
yeah.
people as well, yeah. So yeah, wow, 7 region. But yeah, Imo, Oyo, Ogun State, Anambra,
So I have like
Nasarawa, Edo, Ekiti, and Lagos.
I said Nasarawa.
That's crazy.
that's enough. That's
Yeah,
that's
man.
quick.
Yeah, man. Somebody was doing quick. Somebody doing quick.
All right. So I've got Fassah's, yeah.
Where is Fassah from?
Yo, okay, you wanna?
He said the Mali people is his sibling.
So Fassah, you're again 100% sub-Saharan African, particularly West African,
Wow.
but you are 90% Ghanaian, Liberian, and Sierra Leonean.
Where did Ghana come from?
Wow.
Particularly the Mende people, Temni and Limban peoples. Yeah, so those are the.
Did you not gone in?
Yeah, you go and question your parents when you get home today.
Wow, you have questions.
Then you're 9.5% Senegambian and Guinean.
Oh, you did say
that.
Interesting.
Wow, gone in.
You got mad. You got
A mad mix. That's you, bro. Okay, do me Van Nine. Where am I from?
So it's 100% accurate.
Uh-huh.
Damn, I'm seeing Sri Lanka.
What?
All right, cool.
I'm Sri Lankan.
No, relax. He wants this, man. He wants
I want to
So
be
you are 99.8% sub-Saharan African,
Okay.
99.8% Congolese,
What?
and Southern East African.
Congolese.
What?
It makes sense.
Yes, the way he shake his waist.
Wait.
Wait. Him dancing, so I don't.
You're Congolese. He shake waist like Congolese.
Let me finish. Then 97.9% Southern East African, Luya and Luo peoples. 1.9% Angolan and Congolese,
Oh my God.
Shona and Nguni peoples.
Wow.
Is he bluffing or is he being serious?
Oh, you being serious?
So wait, there's actually no Ugandan in this.
No.
Hey, I just realized that. Hold on.
No, but the thing is, it says Luo. Are you Luo? Luo is, those are,
Yeah, it's Ugandan, but
Luos
it's
are also in
yeah,
Kenya, they're also in Sudan, they're also in Ethiopia.
it says Southern East Africa.
Ah, this flag you've been flying.
Then it said, wow. Okay, so when I clicked on the Luya and Luo, it says highly likely Luya and Luo. Then it said Rwanda likely. Then it
Rwanda.
says possible Kenya.
Rwandese.
It's cool. Shukali's hair. It's pretty.
You're not Ugandan, bro.
Wow.
But you have to be Ugandan. Your dad is Ugandan, right?
What does this mean?
But it's got Uganda in the picture.
Yeah.
What? I saw a highlighted Rwanda somewhere there.
Yeah, it said Rava.
What? No, but the
Very
Congolese one, I understand. The way it's shaking, the way you shake your waist is like Congolese people.
Bro,
This
you have
way
some serious
shaking.
questions to ask. No, we need to sit back down again with
the other day, remember
yeah.
at the event, I told you that you look Luo.
You did say that. You actually did say
Because
that.
the Luo people were very dark, right?
Yeah.
Very dark skin. They, if you like the South Sudanese people, that's kind of how we look. You know, so I was saying to you that you've got the complexion, and I was like, there must be a little bit of something in there.
Guys, my head
Like
is
your life
spun.
is not complicated enough.
My head is spun because it says here Angolan and Congolese. What the hell?
So you haven't related to our guy?
Ufaisis.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I think we might have to. Yeah, let's just move on.
Let's put a pin on this one.
Are you
Let's
okay,
put
though?
a pin on this one.
I'm just a bit. Wow.
Are you
Okay.
okay?
But the thing is as well is that I think as Africans, one of the things that we don't talk about is that there's Africans have moved around a lot. within the continent, right?
Yeah.
And there were things that happened, whether it was war, coup, whatever, invaders, all these type of things, and people had to move around and shift. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you're bound to have
Different
mixes, and also look at the countries when they colonized Africa, where they put the borders, they just came bang in the middle of an empire and just put a line there and then there. So Congo, Uganda, they could have been one empire before.
You're right.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
That's a
At
good
the end of
point.
the day, home is where the heart is. If your heart is in Uganda, that's where your home is.
This guy's trolling me now. Just because he's 100% Nigerian.
That's what they say to someone to calm them
But
down.
who does these tests?
Ooh, plot twist.
That is true.
Who does these tests?
This was
But
done
is
by.
it 100% accurate?
But these men are saying
okay.
100%.
The only reason
How
why
do they find it?
I tell you the only
Is
reason
it through
why
the surnames or like
No,
how?
No, but you have to give your
you have to give your
saliva,
DNA. You
no,
give your
DNA.
saliva. I think the only reason why this test has spun me is because we didn't put where we're from. We just gave them our saliva,
Yeah.
and you put
Yeah,
your
yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
That's all you did. So for them to know these men are Nigerian, it's like there is some.
I'm from Ghana.
To be fair, they have a
Oh, you're
passport.
Ga-
Yeah,
Because
you
some of the
from
places
Ghana,
they
go
mentioned
into.
that I might be from, like in Canada. Okay,
Yeah.
I understand
So
why they might say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
So-
two, man. You two have some questions.
no,
to-
I've got to look into this deeper. But no,
Can we move forward?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've made a really good point actually. So today we want to talk about how the scramble for Africa has impacted where we're really from and how we might not even know where we're really from. I mean, I don't know if you wanna. You started off nice. I don't know if you wanted to continue or on how people coming to Africa, colonizing, drawing borders in between empires caused a lot of this
divide.
division.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. For example, you get people who talk, us as Africans, we talk about this thing of, this tribe is always fighting that tribe and this tribe and that tribe. First of all, the word tribe is not even our thing. A tribe is an insult to us, okay? Because we come from empires and kingdoms. We're royalty.
Facts.
Do you see? Tribes is a word that was given to us by the colonizers to demote our high rank and bring us down. Even chief. We had kings and emperors and empresses. So it's like to demote us, they now called us chiefs.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So it's actually an insult to our original position as Africans, right? So we talk about, there's a fight between this clan, that, this, that, and the other. But all these things started because the colonizer came and said, okay, we're putting a line here. Now, half of the kingdom has gone there. The other half has gone the other side. Now you're having, because every group has their own way of doing things, right? And every group has their own spiritual system.
Yeah.
Now you're forcing us together into this country and saying, okay, now you're all Nigerians or you're all Ugandans. And yet we're from different kingdoms. We have different practices, And now you've taken away the power from our kingdom and you're saying, oh, these people are going to rule over you. Do you see what I'm saying? So now
So it's like
caused
that
the whole
naturally
problem.
causes, yeah.
Because I have my spiritual system, you have yours. And how are you now, they're pushing us together and saying, oh, we're going to follow yours. And I'm going to be like, but that's not my practice, And it's like, our languages are not the same. How are we going to communicate? Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where all the problems start. But sometimes you hear Africans saying, Banagi. We're like this, we're like that, we're like that. We're not just like that. There's a reason. What is the foundation? How did we get there? And these are the things that we need to discuss, you know. And then on another level, we're all proud of where we're from. We're Ugandan, you know, you're from Sierra Leone, you're from Nigeria, you know, we love our flags. You can see I have my Ugandan jewelry here. Yeah. You see? Yeah. But it's like, sometimes we also get lost in that. And we forget that we're African first before anything else. Because these borders, we didn't put them there.
They were drawn for us.
Do you see? Right? Yeah. So while we're here fighting, for me, I'm Nigerian. For me, I'm Ugandan. But we're African. And as long as we're divided like that, psychologically, we're fighting for our own region. Kumbe, we're a whole continent, you know? So now look at what's happening in Congo. Now, if we're thinking, I'm African first, when an invader comes in and they want to do A, B, C, and D, and we're not just thinking small borders, we're thinking as Africans, we're going to say, you know what? You touch one, you touch all of us.
All of us, yeah. It's almost like they've implemented some of these things to keep us focused on the smaller stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
So the big they just divide us, so we're not actually focused to not defend ourselves as one. Because if we do that, that's what they talk about. There's power and strength, isn't it? There's power in numbers.
Exactly.
Well, that's the word. Yeah. So it's almost like
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the psychological effect of divide and conquer. And it goes down in every single section. So now they've divided us into countries. So as Africans, we're not even, you know, trying to like think African first. But then even in Uganda, for example, we're still divided. We're not even thinking as a Ugandan nation, because for you, you're Muganda, me, I'm a Luo, this person is a thingy, you know? Now we all have all our different empires also within Uganda. We speak our own languages and we're all about our own
people.
Do you see what I'm trying to say? So it goes down, and then it also goes down to relationships. Also, you're a man, and then she's a woman, and then God said this about the man, and then God said this about the woman. So divide and conquer all the time. This has always been their strategy. You know, so it affects us in such a big way.
Yeah, that's.
But Fassah, do you agree?
I agree.
Based on your own research and stuff.
I definitely agree. I want to go back to what you said earlier when you said something to do with when they sort of like called us chiefs. Because I remember one time I was reading a paper. In Sierra Leone, we have paramount chiefs. So we're divided into provinces, then you have chiefdoms, then you have paramount chiefs.
Okay.
And I actually found out that the reason they're called paramount, firstly, they were instilled by the British.
Okay.
Secondly, they're called paramount chiefs because they actually didn't believe a black person could be a king. That's the reasoning for using the word chief.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
And I do agree with what you say about sort of like fighting for your identity. Because when you look at places like Tanzania, for example, there was this thing that Julius Nyerere did called Swahilinization. He basically made Swahili the Swahili language public property. So everybody sort of adopted the Swahili identity, which is good for nationalism, but it's bad because your own culture erodes.
That makes sense, yeah.
So at times you find yourself fighting for your culture.
Because your culture may not speak Swahili.
Yeah.
Nah, that's interesting.
That's deep.
So then, like, what do you think about, and Mama mentioned what's going on in Congo. Do we believe that started back in the day from when King Leopold
Definitely.
Came and basically took Congo as his own property?
It definitely started back in the day.
What happened?
So
what did he do?
So what happened was essentially it's part of the Scramble of Africa. So 1884, they had the Berlin Conference. The Scramble of Africa was essentially a period between 1884 and 1914. And it's basically when European powers came together at the Berlin Conference. No African leaders were present, by the way.
Of course.
and they basically got a ruler, got a pencil, and just divided Africa. Said, you can have this, you can have that, you can have that. And they actually believed, number one, Africans are primitive. It needs to be civilized. And they believed Africa was unclaimed. Imagine there's people there. You're saying the place is unclaimed.
They discovered it.
Do you understand? So King Leopold wanted Congo for himself, and his own government opposed him. So I think the thing is, he really wanted to leave a legacy because at that time the Belgian Empire was fairly new because they just split from Holland. So he wanted to sort of impose a legacy and whatever, and he just wanted to exploit Congo's resources. So what he did was, in 1876, he called another conference to propose, in Brussels, a holding company for philanthropic work.
That's how they do it, innit?
And it's
missionary work.
Exactly. And it's under this.
Under the disguise.
And it's under this company he used to sort of like exploit Congo.
Wow.
Because he said, through this holding company, we're going to provide humanitarian aid. We're going to stop the East African slave trade because that's a big thing. And we're going to, and some may argue he even perpetuated that slave trade. Because,
of course.
He said he's going to civilize the people. You understand? And you saw what he did. He exploited people. What was it? It was mainly rubber.
Yeah, rubber,
Because at that time, industrialization, the bicycle industry.
Bicycle, cars.
You understand?
And then I remember reading that he would chop off the hands of people. Like if you were working as a man and you had children, if you didn't bring enough rubber, he would chop off your kids' hands to motivate you to go and get more
And they
rubber.
would sell those hands.
And
And there would actually be disagreements as to like, they'll go to a village, they'll be like, this village doesn't have enough hands.
literally.
It's crazy.
And it's infuriating when you really think about it, because you just look at the whole setup and you see that you come here and then people are telling you, go back to your country, go and do this, go and do that, where you from? And then you're thinking, do you understand the luxury that you are literally immersing yourself with here is from the blood?
Yeah, exactly.
Sad, man.
It's triggering almost.
Yeah.
And
literally.
it seems like what happened back in the day of King Leopold is still happening today in Congo.
Facts.
Because I think, is it Patrice Lumumba?
Yeah, which is the
He was assassinated.
Yeah, it was assassinated.
And it seems like he was one of the first prime minister of Congo that actually wanted
to make a change. Yeah.
And when he went against the colonizers,
Assassinate.
they assassinated him. And now it seems the people in power in Congo are allowing their people to be exploited for, was it cobalt? And I think there's another coltan,
coltan.
for the mobile phones and the batteries. And I've seen video, I don't know if you lot have seen what's happening in Congo right now. Kids as young as 5 working in mines.
Working in mines, yeah.
To mine this stuff.
I always say, like, listen, like all these aids and all these stuff that they try to give, this guys of, we want to come and do humanitarian work. We want to give. I've always believed that, look, if Africa is going to save it, Africa needs to save itself. I feel like our leaders, we're the ones that actually need to say, no, we're going to be the one. We keep allowing these external countries want to come and try to save us. They want out there, we're sending aids, 200 something amount of, we're allocating these amount of funds, we're coming over there to try and distribute stuff. All of that is just ways to get into your country and be able to infiltrate and obviously cut deals with people inside, pay people money, and be able to then get their foothold in your pretty much and then exploit pretty much. Yeah. And I just feel like we need to cut all of that out. And I feel like we need to start holding our leaders accountable. I just believe that.
Because we know, like, the reality of it is a lot of these things stems from, like, poverty. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when there's a lot of poverty, everyone's just thinking for themselves kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like in order for we to have like a good environment, we need to create some structure. And that comes like, like in this country, like certain positions, you can't earn more than this amount and you can't earn, like, everything needs to be monitored. No, but the more like individuals have power, and they're just thinking about themselves.
No, but I agree with you, and I think to a degree, I don't know if you lot would correct me if I'm wrong, I think like every time because I'm just trying to think, how do we move forward? Because it seems like every time when you get someone like Malumba, how do you pronounce his name?
Patrice
Lumumba. When you get someone like that, a revolutionary, someone trying to come and change, and actually
they killed him.
It just gets assassinated because almost like you're not fit. It's almost like the people that, because I'm sure you know very well, these people are in control of elections and who gets into power. They're heavily involved in who gets into power in our own country, right? And it's almost like, why is this? Because you get somebody that wants to get into power and make change, they don't even make it there, or they don't even last there. Nigeria, we've had presidents assassinated before that's trying to stand up. So it's like when you stand back and you look at this, it's almost like who's willing to risk that, because you know what's going to happen. You're going to get taken out.
Thanks for listening to the In My Opinion podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Until next time, peace.